Okay, let's read through this next problem. A trader buys and sells watches. He buys 50 watches at 80 dirhams each. He sells 38 of them at double the buying cost. The rest are sold at the buying cost. What is the profit as a percentage of buying cost? And what is the profit as a percentage of revenue? So in order to do this, we need to figure out the net income. So net income is the total revenue minus the total cost. Now, the total revenue is two different things. You've got the selling price times the first quantity and the selling price times the second quantity, and then you have to add them together. The total cost is 50 watches at 80 dirhams each. So total cost is just the buying cost times the quantity. So let's go ahead and start this. The buying cost is 80 dirhams each. Okay. The quantity is 50. So that's, 50. So we need to multiply these together to get the total cost. Okay. 80 times 50 gives me a total cost of 4,000 dirhams. Perfect. We've got that one done. Now we're going to be doing one that's a little bit more complicated. Here we have 38 watches, and 38 of them are sold at double the buying cost. So 38 are sold at double the buying cost. Well, what was the buying cost? 80. So 80 times 2 is 160. So 38 were sold at 160. The rest are sold at the buying cost. So the rest are sold at 80. But how many are the rest? If he bought 50 of them and we've sold 38, well, let me see what that would happen. If we have 50 and 38 are gone, that means that we have 12 that are left. So my total revenue is both of these together. So 38 times 160, which is 6,080, and 12 times 80, which is 960. So 6,080 plus 960 gives me a total revenue of 7,040 dirhams. So I'm going to write that up here. 7,040. What is the profit as a percentage of buying cost? Okay, so the profit is our net income. So our net income is 7,040 subtract 4,000. So 7,040 minus 4,000 gives me a net income of 3,040 dirhams. So the profit as a percentage of buying costs. Okay, so profit as a percentage of that would mean that I take my profit, my net income, and I divide by my total cost. Okay, so my net income was 3,040 and my total cost was 4,000. And remember, we need to make it a percentage, so you have to multiply by 100. So we'll make a fraction. 3,040 divided by 4,000 multiplied by 100 gives me 76%. The next question. What is the profit as a percentage of revenue? Okay, that would be my net income over my total revenue. Okay, once again, my net income is 3,040. My total revenue was 7,040. Remember, we have to still multiply by 100. So, fraction 3,040 over 7,040 equals times 100, and change it to a decimal, That puts it at 43.18%. And there's the answer to this question.